family. It's Dr. Naima Johnston-Bush from The Refreshing Life with Naima. And you know, it's so funny, y'all. You all know I am honest to a point. And so I was looking at like the last couple of videos I was uploading, and I was like, oh my gosh, they're going to think that I like upload all my videos in the same day, which is so not true. I just don't have too many shirts that fit. Because I don't have a lot of shirts that fit, I always seem to have the same shirts on in these videos. But I do laundry like every 3 days, so, which is amazing because there's only 2 of us in here. So imagine if there were like, you know, 4 or 5 of us in here, which one day there will be, because one day there'll be babies here, and so we'll have lots and lots of laundry to do. But anyway, I almost let May go by without doing the May worship note. And even though it is June 1st, this was recorded in May. And so I am going to go ahead and upload it. Now, how do I know it's June 1st? Because it's May 31st right now. And I'm not going to upload it until tomorrow. But I wanted to fall back on an oldie but goodie. And it really was the song that kind of launched my entire ministry. I don't know if I ever did a worship note about it. I don't remember ever doing a worship note about it. But most of you know my testimony and how, you know, my first testimony that everybody has, you got saved, gave your life to the Lord. I was in a relationship with that crazy dude, you know, that testimony. And then a lot of you know my testimony of leaving my job and, you know, starting off into ministry. But people who probably have met me in the last 5 years probably don't know the testimony of how the ministry actually got started. I started writing music. I had stopped writing music for a long time and stopped singing. And then when I was about 30, the Lord called me to start singing again and to start writing again. And I had a situation where I was in love with a guy who was definitely the wrong one, but at the time I thought he was the right one, and I was desperately in love with him. And I remember when I shared that with him, he told me basically that, you know, I wasn't the one for him, and it was so out of order. You know, looking back on that particular instance, I mean, that was maybe 2001. I think it was like 2001. So almost 16 years ago. But looking back on it now, it was so totally out of order. You know, he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor with the Lord. And I was listening to some wacky counsel. I was surrounded by some wacky counsel. It wasn't wise counsel. And so my heart was just devastated and it was broken. One, if he was the one, I never should have approached him, because he who finds a wife finds a good thing. And 2, well, I won't even go into the specifics, because the specifics at this point in time are really irrelevant. But you know, the ultimate lesson, when I look back on the situation now, the ultimate lesson that I learned was, praise God that sometimes the answer is no. Because although at that moment my heart was broken and I was devastated, and I thought that, you know, he had missed it or I had missed it, and when I thought I had missed it, I was utterly confused, because I really believed that, you know, this was something that the Lord laid on my heart. But when I look back at it now, I realized that if that had worked out a different way, if God had said yes instead of saying no, I would be married to somebody totally different. And if I don't know anything else, I know that I'm married to the right man. My husband is phenomenal. I mean, he is just a gift from God. He is affectionate. He is loving. He is a hard worker. He prays over me, and he will do whatever it takes to take care of me. And he always makes me feel beautiful and special. And I know that my husband is utterly in love with me. I pray daily for him, and I pray to be more like him in some ways, because I want him to know the depths of my love for him. And sometimes I'm not very demonstrative, you know, but it's a trait I know I picked up from my mother. I'm not very I tend to be kind of stoic, but he has my heart 100%. But at the time when the situation happened, what I learned was as I laid on that bed and I cried out to God, the Lord spoke to me and he said to me, who is your everything? Is it this man who broke your heart? Or is it me? And I was like, it's you, Lord. You're my everything. And I got up and I wrote this song, and it was the first full song I had written in probably 10 years, maybe 15 years. It had been years, and I sat down and I wrote this song. And it was really the song that launched my ministry. My first CD was produced by, some people may know, Freddie Rodriguez. He's a prominent national worship leader. Has been with Integrity Music. He travels the country, and he used to be my music pastor. And he produced the first CD, and he produced that song. And it's on the very first album, which you can still get on iTunes, and you can still get the digital download on CD, baby. But I've been thinking a lot about some things that I have been struggling with in terms of desiring, we're walking through this valley with joy in terms of my illness, and we're walking through this valley of infertility, and that has been an issue, and walking through this valley of some challenges that we have to face to get some things in order so that we can actually take the next steps that we need to take to start the adoption process. There are just some things that we need to do, we need to handle, and it's a struggle right now. There's a lot going on, and John has 1 semester left of school, and we're praying for the finances to finish that, and just all kinds of things. I'd like to get back in the studio, record a new album, and so trying to get all of that together, and then this total shift in ministry. And so it's very easy to forget, in the grand scheme of things, who is everything and what is everything and what is most important. The ministry can't be more important than the maker. The work can't be more important than the one who gave us the work to do. And so sometimes I have to slow down and stop and remind myself that Jesus is everything. And I have a plan, and he has a far better plan. And every tear I cry, he catches in his bottle, and he keeps it. That's what the word says. And so the worship note for the month of May is simply this: to remember that no matter what you're going through, no matter what you feel you lack, no matter what you feel you need, no matter what you feel isn't coming together, Jesus is everything. And I won't sing the whole song because it's kind of a long song. If you've never heard it, I don't even know if there's any, I don't even think there's any video of me singing it anywhere. I don't even know, but maybe we'll have to rectify that, because I've been kind of thinking about pulling it back out and starting to sing it a little bit more, because it means something different to me now than what it did when I first recorded it. I actually had stopped singing it. I haven't sung it out. I haven't performed it out or ministered it out in probably the last 5-6 years, because it's all about the Deeper Project and this place, and I just moved on from that, and I didn't want to think about that and that part of my life. But we've come full circle in some ways, and so sometimes I have to remind myself that he is everything. And I had actually pulled it out because I was working with it. I play the piano. A lot of people don't know I play the piano because I don't play well enough to accompany myself out. I play well enough to write the music that God gives me. And so my goal for the next year is to really work on that so that I can start to play my own songs. I don't have to rely on the tracks. I can just play my own music while I sing. And so I pulled it out and I was working with it because, I wrote it. I had the chords and it was easy. And so anyway, I just wanted to encourage you that Jesus is everything for this May worship note. And the chorus is real simple. It's just everything I ever wanted and everything I ever dreamed of and everything I ever needed, I found in you. from the rising of the sun to the going down of the same. I have to live proclaiming your holy name. So can I run to you and pray that you would change me. Lord, here I am. Please rearrange me in every way, every day, in everything. So in everything, we have to let him change us. And in everything, we have to let him be the Lord of our lives. And when we do that, we find the joy that we really are searching for. And we find the peace that has been so elusive when we just lay back and say, be everything to me, Jesus. Be everything to me and change me in ways I can't change myself. So that's the worship note for this month. And I hope it blesses you guys. Once again, it's Dr. Naima Johnston-Bush from The Refreshing Life with Naima. Our goal is to help you to live a life of exuberant joy, powerful prayer, and sincere gratitude. If you're not a member of our community over in Facebook, come and join us in The Refreshing with Naima. And the Women's Conference is coming up, the online Women's Conference, the Rhythms of Grace online conference by donation only. You don't even have to attend live. You can get the replay and just listen to the sessions at your leisure. If you want to learn to pray with power, have strong, healthy relationships, find joy in the darkness, and be healthy, wealthy, and wise, this is the conference for you, because those are the things that we are going to be covering. And so if you'd like to register, I will put the registration link in the comments. Yeah, but it's www.rog2017.eventbrite.com. That's ROG2017.eventbrite.com. Registration is open until June 23rd. So you all be blessed, and I'll talk with you later. See you next month. Bye-bye.